Welcome back. Well, markets in a fine spot, you will have to say. Like Chennai, looks like the Inside Chennai initiative has been greeted with so much of green on the screen. 0.6% higher for the Sensex and the Nifty, and Nifty comfortably coasted over the 8,600 mark. We didn't even notice. It has been emphatically above that level for the past half hour or so, and even then it is not the talking point of the market. The talking point of the market clearly is the mid-cap space. That one is up almost 1%, 0.85 to be precise, and that the CNX mid-cap index is at all-time highs, as Anush Singhal pointed out just a bit earlier. The advanced declines are in a very fine spot. 3 stocks in the green for 1 in the red. And on that note, let's welcome another gem from Chennai. Our guest now is Suresh Venkatachari. He is the CEO of 8K Miles, the software company which has been a multi-bagger actually lately. Suresh, thank you very much for joining us. What are the strengths that you bring to the table that has made y'all such a multi-bagger?
I think our focus, we are one of the early adapter in the cloud computing. I think that's the biggest differentiator from the late 2008. We are focused on cloud computing and building a lot of intellectual property around that, and then start focusing on specific domains like healthcare and pharma. That actually differentiated us from many other people, because you talk about the digital technology, cloud computing, many players talk about in the late 2012-13, but we were in the early stage.
Okay. I mean, this is a breathless pace of growth, 19% quarter on quarter in income and 30% plus margins. You can sustain this?
I would love to sustain that actually.
No, but I mean, as the base grows, 19%
it is actually a challenge. However, what we see is the cloud computing market itself is witnessing about a compounded annual growth of 22 to 25%. And a lot of SaaS companies and managed services companies are growing very significantly, and I see in the US going between 45 to 70% on annual growth. So that gives a great advantage, and we hope to do like next couple of years, 2 to 3 years, we could able to see a good growth market, as many companies are adapting the cloud computing. If you see the earlier days, only the startups and the SMBs are adapting, but the large companies are adapting cloud computing, and they are in the very, very early stage. So this could definitely help us. And the second thing is we are becoming a more innovative rather than just a cloud migration. We enable a complete cloud transformation. We launched our pilot solution earlier, Cloud Easy RX actually, for pharma, and a Cloud Easy Care for healthcare. That actually automates entire cloud ITSM as a service. What it means is, a traditional data center, if you have like 100 people manage all the servers and everything, now with our platform you can able to manage all the cloud infrastructure with less than maybe 20% of the workforce. So it's a great shift for the enterprises to save cost and also to provide a complete security.
So this 30% margins should be possible, or as you scale up, margins would be?
See, okay, the reason is our revenues are actually not tied into the people. It is actually software as service revenue, SaaS revenue, and a managed services revenue. So those actually are mainly through automation. So when we have full capacity utilization happening, our profitability will increase also.
Okay, Mr. Venkatachari, good morning. You've made a lot of acquisitions in the recent past, names like Sintel Systems, SCRJ Solutions, etc. I just want to understand whether there are any more acquisitions that you have planned, and what exactly is your war chest in terms of how much money you've outlined for these inorganic acquisitions?
We continue to focus on both organic and inorganic growth. It's a very important is actually how quickly we can able to gain a leadership is a very critical. So we constantly look for companies in the space of healthcare and pharma, and basically we done earlier a warrant issue through the funding for acquisition and also through our internal receivable. We continue to do that, and when there is a right opportunity for a bigger acquisition ticket, we may also go for external funding. Not at this time, at the right now, but we constantly look for companies in the space.
Okay, so from the total, from the acquisitions that you've done already, names like SCRJ, Sintel Systems, how are those businesses doing, and how much will they contribute to your overall growth?
Extremely well actually. See, Surge really helped us into the healthcare space. They were earlier only a EHR, electronic health record implementing company, but after we acquired them, we started building analytics and a security audit control on that top of that, and enabling even a healthcare customers moving into the cloud. That's a very big differentiator. And we invest heavily on the healthcare. And recently we hired a guy, head of sales from GE Healthcare to join us. He is from John Hopkins and a very strong sales leader in the healthcare space on devices in the hospitals. So these kind of things what we see a good growth opportunity happening. And every acquisition, like including the Mindprint, which is an analytical space, earlier for a CRO, now it is actually putting us across in a pharma as well as in healthcare space. So each acquisition is contributing either technologically or on the client side to growth model.
Fair point. Suresh, pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for joining us. Just one final question. You've grown from an under 50 crore company to a 125 crore company in 1 year, last year. So what's this, 500 crore this year?
Isn't allowed to have that kind of a thing. We did a last quarter pretty decent actually. So we continue to expect to grow in the same fashion.
Okay.
And we definitely will reach 500 crores at some point in time very soon, Radha.
No, it looks like if not this year, next year. Thank you very much, Suresh.
Thank you very much, Radha.
So that was a string of excellent Chennai companies and fund managers we put you in touch with. The effort will be on all through this week and in every show. For the moment, the markets are giving us a very, very positive hue. It's almost a % gain across most sectors. Plenty of trading ideas out there coming for you on Trader Zone.